this shit is going to be ass backwards this week. I already finished my Monday Night Raw review before the main event even ended because I really didn't think anything too important was going to happen. And then obviously I was wrong. And there's a lot of fucking things I need to mention about what happened with Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family, and Daniel Bryan. So you're going to hear my opinion on this, and then you're actually going to get into my Randy Orton, John Cena thoughts, and my Brock Lesnar thoughts, and whatever else happened on Monday Night Raw. Alright, so let me talk about this. Now, I don't know what you guys thought about this ending. Like I said, I recorded Monday Night Raw review tonight or last night rather, and you're hearing it on Tuesday morning. I'm going to Boston, okay? I didn't think anything was going to happen important at the end of Monday Night Raw, but WWE is fucking stupid. It is absolutely fucking retarded. Why you would take Daniel Bryan out of his element and what he so worked hard for. He worked so hard to get where he is and get the crowd reaction that he has been getting every week. Now you're going to turn him heel? You're going to turn him heel? Really? What sense does that make? I don't understand this. A cash cow, a money machine, beloved by all. Everyone wanted to see Daniel Bryan overcome the odds and finally capture the WWE Championship. Now that is not going to happen. I already stated in my original recording of the Monday Night Raw review, which I'm not going to do over, Daniel Bryan needs to be at WrestleMania. He needs to be the WWE Champion coming out of WrestleMania. He needs to win the Royal Rumble. None of this stuff is going to happen. Daniel Bryan's not winning the Royal Rumble now, after what I just seen. If they're going to stick with what they showed us on Monday Night Raw tonight, where Daniel Bryan is now a member of the Wyatt family, Daniel Bryan's not winning the Royal Rumble. This is what's going to happen, and I'm telling you guys right now. Shawn Michaels is signed, sealed, and delivered for WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels is signed, sealed, and delivered for WrestleMania 30. Daniel Bryan will be a heel from January up until April, until WrestleMania, the night of WrestleMania. He will be with the Wyatt family. Where they're going to go and continue the storyline, I don't know. Shawn Michaels will be involved. Shawn Michaels is going to come back, put everything aside, all the differences aside, all the bad blood and all the fucking bullshit that happened with Daniel Bryan during the year, the screw job with Daniel Bryan, that's going to be put behind him. Daniel Bryan is going to be a heel against Shawn Michaels, the face, at WrestleMania. That's what's going to happen. Daniel Bryan is possessed. He's been taken over by the Wyatt family. The only one that can save him right now is the born-again Christian, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is going to come in, snap some sense into him, beat him, and then that's what's going to happen. Daniel Bryan's going to revert back to his normal self, and this is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels is pretty much a lock to me at WrestleMania right now. Because there's no other way for this storyline to develop except for what I just told you. There's none. You're not going to have CM Punk come in and fucking try and change Daniel Bryan's fucking vision about what's going on here. Shawn Michaels is the only one that fits into that criteria. CM Punk is not going to be involved with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, sad to say. CM Punk, according to the rumors, is going to be fighting Triple H. I don't want to see it. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But what I'm telling you right now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not a fucking, I don't have a magic 8-ball, I'm not a fucking magician, I'm not a wizard, I don't have special powers, okay? But from what I'm gathering and what I'm thinking of, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. There's no other way around it. Daniel Bryan, the heel, is possessed now by the Wyatt family. He's in the Wyatt family. Take me. Take me. Christian references, Bible references, the way Daniel Bryan was fucking walking, reminded me of Jesus Christ. The way he had his arms out, accepting him into the Wyatt family, on his hands and knees, begging for forgiveness. Take me into the Wyatt family. The only thing I see now is the born-again Christian coming back, Shawn Michaels, trying to snap some sense into Daniel Bryan, trying to get underneath that vision, that cloudy vision that Bray Wyatt now has over Daniel Bryan, and he's going to try and snap some sense back at him, and they're going to fight at WrestleMania. That's the only thing I can think of. Shawn Michaels is now signed, sealed, and delivered, which we don't know yet for sure, but I'm predicting that. That's my logical guess here. And if you guys want to challenge me and give me another idea about what you think, please, that's what the comment section is for. But this is what I think is going to happen, and I'm sticking to that right now. Even though what you're about to hear in my Monday Night Raw review, normally that I recorded, before the main event happened, I'm saying Daniel Bryan needs to win the Royal Rumble. Obviously, that's not going to happen. We're going to have a new Royal Rumble winner. Whether that be Batista, whether that be Brock Lesnar, whether that be CM Punk, I don't know. But all I know is, as far as the Royal Rumble winner goes and is concerned, the field is very slim. It can only be a handful of guys. Which I'll talk about in another commentary as the Royal Rumble comes closer. I'll give you my predictions on that. But this is where I see this Daniel Bryan thing. If the WWE wants to stick with what they showed us right now, Daniel Bryan is a heel, which I think is a colossal mistake. There was nobody better than Daniel Bryan as a face. There was nobody more beloved. Now you're going to turn your top face? More so than John Cena. He's the top face right now. You're going to turn him heel to feud with Shawn Michaels. In retrospect, it does make sense. Will it make the WWE money? Of course it will. Daniel Bryan versus Shawn Michaels is going to be an unbelievable 5-star classic. Unbelievable. But I don't understand WWE's logic here. They made a bold decision. They made a fucking knee-jerk decision right now to turn Daniel Bryan here. They got some fucking balls on them. I'll fucking tell you that. I will tell you that. But that's what I see right now. Bryan the heel versus Shawn Michaels, who's going to come in, the born-again Christian, try and snap some sense into Daniel Bryan. That's what I see happening. Let me know what you guys think. You're about to listen to my original Monday Night Raw review where I talk about Cena versus Orton at the Royal Rumble in the main event for the WWE Championship, and then the return of Brock Lesnar destroying Mark Henry. And then obviously I talk about Batista, talk about the Royal Rumble winner. I think Daniel Bryan should have won, but this is my new opinion on that now after I seen what happened in the closing segment of Monday Night Raw. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. I will talk to you guys next week. Hope you enjoy the review. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you guys later. What is going on, guys? JD from New York coming at you with your Monday Night Raw review. I'm actually recording this as Monday Night Raw is still going on because I want to talk about one thing and one thing only, and that is Brock Lesnar. Now, as I'm doing this, Daniel Bryan is actually fighting the Wyatt family. I'm not sure what's going to happen at the end of this match, but the reason why I'm doing this now is because I'm not going to have time in the morning. I'm going to Boston, which has been documented on a few of my videos so far. If you guys watched Hate Mail Monday, I'm going to Boston for the New Year's holiday. I will be leaving extremely early in the morning on Tuesday. So I won't be able to get a video out for you guys tomorrow morning or the rest of the week. So I figured I would do it right now. Best time to do it before the girlfriend gets over here. I'm all by myself. I got you guys alone. Going to give you my thoughts and opinions on Brock Lesnar. So I figured I'd do this right now. But as always, guys, I want to say Happy New Year. Thank you for all the support for 2013. You guys have been unbelievable with my wrestling content. My wrestling content went from, I didn't think I was going to get any exposure, to Sean's View Entertainment following me on YouTube. And here I am, going into 2014. Fuck those other guys. And I really mean that. Except for Sean. You know, buddy, I love you. Fuck those other guys. This is your number one source and will be your number one source for all your WWE needs. I hope you guys have a happy and healthy New Year's. By the time you listen to this, I will probably be in Boston with a nice cold beverage in my hand. But let's talk WWE. Let's talk Batista. Let's talk Lesnar. Let's talk what's going on as far as the Royal Rumble goes. Now, Monday Night Raw, I don't care about anything that happened on Monday Night Raw. I really don't, except for two things. Let's talk about Cena and Orton. Rematch is made. Royal Rumble 2014. Very typical, very lackluster announcement by Stephanie McMahon. John Cena will again challenge Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the main event at the Royal Rumble. Now, what do I think about this? I knew this was coming. This is no surprise. It should be no surprise to anybody. We knew Randy Orton was going to, pretty much go one-on-one with John Cena again. Now, what's the outcome going to be? What is the outcome going to be? All these fucking rumors, and I'll talk about this on Saturday morning as well. All these rumors about John Cena right now being penned and penciled in for the WrestleMania 30, undercard to be going against Bray Wyatt. How is that going to come about? The rumors are circulating on the internet. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena at WrestleMania. Not necessarily for a title, not necessarily going to be a main event, but this is what the rumors are going around saying right now. I don't like it, okay? But for right now, we have John Cena and Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I honestly see... Now, WWE could go a couple of ways here. The WWE can really go a couple of ways. They could have John Cena win the belt, and they could have Daniel Bryan win. They could have Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble, And then you have your WrestleMania main event, Daniel Bryan versus John Cena in the rematch in the main event of WrestleMania, and Daniel Bryan wins the WWE Championship. That's one way you look at it. Or you could have the rumored match of Randy Orton retaining the belt, having Batista win the Royal Rumble, and going on to fight each other at WrestleMania in the main event. Batista versus Randy Orton for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's the route I don't want them to go. Then you can have John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. Then you can have Punk versus Bryan. Or Bryan versus Michaels. WWE is all over the fucking map right now. They have so many roads to go down. It's very confusing for the viewer. It's very confusing for a guy like me who's always in the dirt sheets, who's always looking at those rumors, that's always looking at those potential matchups for WrestleMania. Because that's all we're thinking about right now. Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view in the calendar year. I can't wait till the Royal Rumble. Having that count down from 10 and to see the next guy come out behind the curtain, enter that ring, always the best time of the year for me. But the WWE has some roads they could go down right now. But as a wrestling fan, it's 50-50. You either get excited about it or, you say, you know what, I don't think the WWE is doing right by having so many different scenarios. They should have one set goal in mind. They should have a vision. Right now, what's going on and what I'm hearing in the rumors, there's no set vision for WWE. They're all over the fucking place. Point given, Brock Lesnar comes out and immediately states that he is the undisputed number one contender for the WWE Championship. Now, the last match he fought was against Punk, right? Excellent match. Match of the year. He deserves a WWE Championship match just for the performance he gave during that match at SummerSlam. Now, will Brock Lesnar get a WWE title shot? I doubt it. I think the WWE is setting up for Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker because it's been documented all throughout the year. I don't see why Brock Lesnar would be challenging for the WWE Championship right now. What I heard a while back is that the contract that Lesnar did sign with the WWE does call for him to have the WWE Championship for one reign in this contract that he just recently signed, which does end after WrestleMania 2015. But Brock Lesnar as WWE Champion would be unbelievable. It would be unbelievable. It's something I've wanted to see for years now. Obviously, Lesnar and The Undertaker is going to happen at WrestleMania, but the WWE doesn't want you to be set on that match. They want to take your attention away from what you're hearing and what you're reading. Lesnar versus Undertaker, they don't want you to think that. They want you to think Brock Lesnar is a legitimate threat to Randy Orton and John Cena. And if he is, and if the WWE grants him a title shot, do any one of you believe that Brock Lesnar can lose this fucking match? I mean, really? Did you see the way he destroyed Mark Henry? Did you see the way he manhandled Mark Henry? On what planet can John Cena and Randy Orton even come close to touching Brock Lesnar? There's nobody on that roster that can take down Brock Lesnar. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And the WWE knows this. They have money in Brock Lesnar. They have a champion in Brock Lesnar. I want to see him as WWE champion, but right now is not the time. Right now is not the time, unless you're going to give him the belt and have The Undertaker challenge him for the belt. I mean, I don't understand why they would do that. It makes no sense. That match doesn't need a belt. That match will have the streak behind it. But the WWE, the main thing right now is that they got too many fucking routes to go down. They got too many fucking directions that they're all over the fucking map. There's not one plain fucking idea that's taking a straight road ahead. Nothing. You know, point given, like I said, with this Brock Lesnar thing. Why are you going to have him come out saying he's going to challenge the winner of John Cena versus Randy Orton? We know that's not going to happen. He's back. They needed some way to introduce him back to the audience. They said, why not just go out there, challenge the WWE Champion after the Royal Rumble, get you back into the spotlight, and destroy Mark Henry in the meantime. Just to kind of reintroduce yourself, make sure you look like a fucking animal and the beast that you are, and that's that. The segment did what it needed to do. It was the best segment of the night. Best segment in the last 3 months on Monday Night Raw. I fucking enjoyed it. I always enjoy a Brock Lesnar destruction. You know? I loved it. Spearing Mark Henry through the fucking barricade. He's a fucking vile animal. I love that. I love viciousness. I love Brock Lesnar's intensity. This is why he's needed on the WWE roster. I was so happy he came back. I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's back. And the rumors were going around this morning. I posted it on Twitter. If you guys are not following me, link is down below. That Brock Lesnar is going to be coming back tonight on Monday Night Raw because Big E Langston taped a segment for Friday Night SmackDown, which was taped last night, Sunday, where he said that he wants a shot at Brock Lesnar because of what he did to Mark Henry. So everybody's like, oh, Brock Lesnar's coming back. How are they going to reintroduce him? We obviously got that tonight. Triple H and Brock Lesnar actually shook hands. He introduced Brock Lesnar back to the WWE, and that's when Brock Lesnar said, listen, I want the champion. Whoever the champion is after Cena or Orton, I want them. I'm the number one contender. The line starts behind me. Behind me is what he exactly said. Paul Heyman's back with Brock Lesnar. Always great to see Paul Heyman. But, like I said, the main thing here, you got to be concerned with this. WWE's taking too many roads. Do they know what they're doing for WrestleMania? No, of course not. Nothing is set. Nothing is set. Hopefully, the WWE will know what they want to do as far as WrestleMania goes after the Royal Rumble. And I already stated this. Batista cannot win the Royal Rumble. Unless they have Brock Lesnar win the Royal Rumble, I would not mind that at all if Brock Lesnar won the Royal Rumble. But is he going to be in the Rumble? I don't know. I don't know. Is someone going to kind of interject themselves and say, listen, you can't make yourself the number one contender. You can't make yourself the number one contender. You got to go through the Royal Rumble like everybody else. Who the fuck are you? That's what I think is going to happen. I think Lesnar's going to be in the Royal Rumble, and his shot kind of is going to go up in smoke, and that's when he's going to be set up with the Undertaker for WrestleMania. But Batista cannot win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see Randy Orton versus Batista at WrestleMania. I don't want to see John Cena versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. It doesn't call for a WrestleMania match between these two. It doesn't speak to me as a WrestleMania moment. Yes, I want to see them eventually cross paths sometime in the near future. More notably at SummerSlam. I think that's a SummerSlam main event where you can have Bray Wyatt possibly challenging for the WWE Championship, which I won't mind. But like I said, the main thing you got to be concerned with here is the WWE going to set themselves up for WrestleMania? Do they know what they want to do? Because apparently, to me, they don't know what they want to do. They're fucking all over the place. But I've been saying this and I've been preaching the choir. I don't know how if you guys are going to get sick of me saying it. Daniel Bryan needs to win the Royal Rumble. If this is what's going to happen, I don't see the WWE Championship changing hands again. I just don't. I honestly believe the WWE is going to be do the stupid thing and be fucking idiots and give us Batista versus Randy Orton. I just think so. They're going to give us Batista versus Randy Orton. They're going to give us Punk versus Triple H. They're going to give us Cena versus Wyatt. They're going to give us Bryan versus Shawn Michaels. Goldberg is going to be back eventually. I don't know who's going to fight. I mean, I don't know. I honestly think WWE is going to fuck up WrestleMania. That's just my honest opinion. I mean, if John Cena is going to win the WWE Championship, this is one time I would not mind him winning the WWE Championship because then he has to do the right thing. Make him a 15-time champion. Make him a 15-time champion. Have him drop the belt to Daniel Bryan, the more deserving guy. That's what needs to be done, if that's the route they want to go. All I know is, the end result here, I don't give a fuck what match you have at WrestleMania. But I want to see Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble and somehow, whoever the fuck he fights at WrestleMania, become the WWE Champion. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's what needs to happen. That really needs to happen. But the lackluster announcement of Cena versus Orton, we knew this was coming. I mean, it's only going to be won by pinfall or submission. It's not going to be won by DQ. It's got to be one man needs to walk out. Again, the whole fucking bullshit. Michael Cole's going on, the biggest rematch in WWE history. Please, shut up. It's not. Okay? It's going to be a good match, but it's nothing special. It's nothing special. It's just giving us a rehashed match because they have no fucking idea what they want to do. So why not throw Orton and Cena together again? It can't hurt. It's at the Royal Rumble. Why not? Lesnar, I don't think is going to be the number one contender. I think someone's going to interject themselves in here and say, listen, Lesnar's going to be in the Royal Rumble like everybody else to declare himself a number one contender. You just can't do that. Yada, yada, yada. I don't see Lesnar fighting for the WWE Championship right now after all the rumors and months and speculation that he's fighting The Undertaker. I just don't see it happening. I do see The Undertaker versus Lesnar happening at WrestleMania. And obviously, Daniel Bryan, listen, I want Bryan versus Punk. I want Bryan versus Punk for the WWE Championship. As the weeks go on, I know this is not going to happen. But all I know is the end result. Daniel Bryan needs to win the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan needs to go into WrestleMania as the challenger, and he needs to win the WWE Championship. I've been saying this for weeks, and I'm going to be saying it until WrestleMania is over. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But this is what needs to happen. It really does. And then, obviously, next week, guys, you got Old School Monday Night Raw. It's going to be a fucking fantastic night. I love the old school theme. I really wish they would actually go back completely to the old school, because nothing beats the old classic Raw. Nothing beats the old school music. Nothing beats the old school design with the blue guardrails, the fucking referee outfits, the announce tables. It was just a great moment, during our childhood that I will never forget. Memories I will take with me to the fucking grave. Old School Raw back for one night only next week on Monday Night Raw. I will definitely be reviewing that one, giving my thoughts, opinions on that. But this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Where I'm thinking right now with WWE. This is what I'm thinking as far as Monday Night Raw goes, coming out of tonight's show with Brock Lesnar making his return. And what I think about John Cena and Randy Orton and all the possibilities. There's only so many routes to go for the WWE. But are they going to make the right decision? Are they going to give the fans what they want? Are they going to do what makes sense for business? Batista versus Randy Orton doesn't make sense. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt doesn't make sense. Daniel Bryan winning the Royal Rumble and the WWE Championship at WrestleMania is what makes sense. But is it going to happen? We'll find out. Old School Raw, join me next week, guys. I'm going to Boston in the morning, and I should be there by 11 a.m., 12, noon. I'll be there celebrating the New Year with my brother, my friend John, his girlfriend Holly, my girlfriend Maria. We're going to have a good time. And if you missed my news and rumors, my news and rumors was posted on Saturday. That's the new day for news and rumors, Saturday at 9 a.m. every Saturday. If you guys missed that last weekend, or this past weekend, go check that out. Link is down below. I got my opinion on Batista and what I think of him coming back, and what I think needs to happen. He does need to come back as a heel, I will tell you that. Batista needs to come back as a heel. He's going to get that face reaction when he comes back, but he needs to be a heel when he comes back to the WWE. But I'll see you guys next week, Monday Night Raw, Old School. Take care. Let me know what you thought of Brock Lesnar's annihilation of Mark Henry on Monday Night Raw. I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you guys soon.